Boyfriend claimed he was working late every night, started acting shady with his phone, found texts with another girl, followed him and caught him on a date. Turns out he'd been cheating for 6 months and lying to both of us. Alright, so this happened a few months ago and I'm still low-key traumatized. For context, I'm 26 and I'd been dating my boyfriend, Mark, for almost 3 years. We even talked about moving in together. I trusted this man completely, or at least I thought I did. It started when Mark got a new position at work. Suddenly, he was staying late almost every night. Like every single night. He'd text me stuff like, "Babe, slammed at work. Don't wait up." Or, "Boss dropped a last-minute project. I'll be home late." At first I was proud of him. I figured he was grinding for our future, but then I noticed the changes. He started dressing nicer for work, cologne every day, new shirts, even started working out, which was weird because before this, he thought jogging was torture. Also, he became super protective of his phone. He used to leave it around all the time. Now, screen always face down, password changed, would literally take it into the shower. One night we were watching Netflix and a message popped up on his screen. All I saw was a heart emoji and the name Sarah. When I asked who Sarah was, he didn't even hesitate. "Oh, that's just a coworker. She's annoying, actually." Annoying, with hearts next to her name. Sure. I wanted to trust him, but my gut was screaming. So a few days later, I did something I never thought I'd do. I checked his phone while he was asleep. I know, not proud of it. But what I found made my heart drop into my stomach. There were hundreds of texts between him and Sarah, stuff like, "I miss you already." "Last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow." My hands were shaking. Scrolling up, I saw pictures, selfies of them together, her sitting on his lap, them in what looked like a hotel room. And then I realized, every late night at work was actually time with her. I didn't wake him up. I didn't scream. I just put the phone back and cried quietly like an idiot. The next day, I decided to play it smart. I told him I was going out with a friend that night. Instead, I parked across the street from his apartment. Sure enough, around 7 p.m., he left. Not in his work clothes, he was dressed nice. I followed him. 10 minutes later, he pulled into a restaurant parking lot. And guess who was already there? Sarah. They hugged, kissed, like full-on couple behavior. I felt sick. They went inside, laughing like they didn't have a care in the world. That's when I walked in too. I walked right up to their table. Mark's face went white. Sarah looked confused. I smiled and said, "Hey babe, working late again?" The whole restaurant went silent. Mark started stuttering. What are you doing here?" I turned to Sarah and said, "Hi, I'm his girlfriend of 3 years." Her eyes got huge. "Girlfriend?" He told me he was single. Of course he did. I pulled out my phone and showed her pictures of us together. Vacations, holidays, everything. She immediately stood up. "You lied to both of us." Then she threw her drink in his face. Iconic. I didn't even feel sad anymore. I felt relieved. I looked at Mark and said, "Hope she was worth it." And I walked out. Later, I found out he'd been seeing her for almost 6 months. 6 months of lies. Now he keeps texting me saying he made a mistake and wants me back. But honestly, once someone cheats, that trust is dead.